The only concrete acts which can define it is a successful story for the future generation to tell would have been some kind of agency and some kind of autonomy for the Palestinian people. And as far as I have heard all the speeches, like the 6, 7 speeches till now, nobody has mentioned the word Palestine, and they have converted it into a new novel term, Gaza or Gazans, and they are talking about Gazans. So we can just hope that even not having their identity, not having their agency, the Gazans now are going to be saved. I personally believe that any type of peace negotiation and peace arrangement cannot be successful if they miss three ingredients: admitting, then repenting, and moving on. So uh, Donald Trump was mentioning the hostages and the release of those hostages and the misery and the sadness of the parents of those hostages. But nobody has mentioned that how many people have been killed in the Gaza Strip. Nobody has even bothered to mention the misery and the catastrophe the Gaza people are basically enduring. So that with that thing and these rhetorics that compel you to believe that there is some kind of biasness in. And having the Jared Kushner and Witkoff and Tony Blair sitting there, uh, these are very big red flags. So the point is that what other choice we have now, because as they are, as even Trump has mentioned again, that United Nation is unable to solve the problem. Marco Rubio says that right now, he said that Gaza is a unique situation, and that situation needs a unique solution. And United Nations and conventional institutions, they cannot solve that problem. So we have created a unique solution for a very different problem. So I don't know how successful it is going to be, but just by the optics, just by by listening these people, there is no representation of the Palestinian people, and there is no mention of the word Palestinian in the entire discussion. The only representative we can find there is Ali Sheikh, and he's sitting there and he is saying the God bless the peacemaker, and that's how he is addressing Trump. So there is no harm in doing that. There is no wrong in doing that. But who knows who is Ali Sheikh? He's a character which just come on the surface um, in last few months, and there is no other representation from the Palestinian Authority, from the different fractions, from the Gaza Strip. But we are in the situation in which just like a hostage or a kidnapped person who has left with no other choice just to agree upon the minimal drop of water or some scrape of bread, instead of asking for a freedom or basic rights or humanity. You know what I mean? So we are in this situation, and we should know that this entire saga of Board of Peace has no substantial ground, has no proper Palestinian representation, has no proper framework, and the entire body of that uh, peace board is comprises um, of the people who are practically committing all these crimes, aiding and abetting in these crimes. I mean, USA and all the Europeans and all the people, so they are doing that. And